everyone, this is Pranshi Verma. Welcome to the session Top 50 Object Oriented Programming System Interview Question and Answer for your upcoming interview. Guys, as you know, OOPS is a very important for your all interview and competitive examination in computer science and IT branch and other aspects also. So now let's begin the session, and this is very important for you all. So guys, let's begin the session. And guys, I request you just watch the session till the end. First question is, what is OOPS? Okay, OOPS is abbreviated as Object Oriented Programming System, in which programs are considered as a collection of objects. Okay, and each object is nothing but an instance of a class. Okay. So this is the two line and pretty simple definition of OOPS. Okay, I hope it's clear. Next question, write basic concepts of OOPS. So basic concepts of OOPS are abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Okay. Next question, what is a class? This is very important and very frequently asked question. Answer is, a class is simply a representation of a type of object. It's the blueprint, plan, template that describes the detail of a particular object. Okay. Next question, what is an object? So an object is an instance of a class. It has its own state, behavior and identity. Okay. Each and every object has its own state, its own behavior and its own identity. Okay. Next question, what is encapsulation? Encapsulation is an attribute of an object and it contains all data which is hidden. That hidden data can be restricted to the members of that particular class. Classes labels are maybe public, maybe protected, maybe private and maybe internal and protected internal class. Okay. Next question, what is polymorphism? Polymorphism is a very important concept in OOPS, and polymorphism is nothing but assigning behavior or value in a subclass to something that was already declared in the main class. Simply, polymorphism takes more than one form. Okay. Next question, what is inheritance? Inheritance is a concept where one class shares the structure and behavior defined in the another class. If inheritance applied to one class is called single inheritance, and if it depends on multiple classes, then it's called multiple inheritance. Okay. Next question, what are manipulators? Answer is, manipulators are the function which can be used in conjunction with the insertion. This one, 2 times angle bracket in the backward manner, and extraction means 2 times angle bracket in the forward manner operators on an object. Okay. For examples, and L and set W. Okay. Next question, explain the term constructor. Answer is, a constructor is a method used to initialize the state of an object, and it gets invoked at the time of object creation. Rules for constructions are, first one, constructor name should be the same as a class name, and second one, a constructor must have no return data type. Okay. Next question, define destructor. Okay. A destructor is a method which is automatically called when the object is made of scope or destroyed. A destructor name is also same as class name, but with a tilde symbol before the name. Okay. Next question, what is an inline function? Answer is, an inline function is a technique used by the compilers and instructs to insert complete body of the function wherever that function is used in the program source code. Next question, what is a virtual function? And this is very important. Virtual function is a member function of a class and its functionality can be overridden in its derived class. This function can be implemented by using a keyword called virtual and it can be given during function declaration. Okay, and a virtual function can be declared using a token. This token name is virtual in C++, and it can be achieved in C and Python language by using function pointers or pointers to function. Okay, next question, what is a friend function? So this is also very important question. A friend function is a friend of a class that is allowed to access to public, private or protected data in that same class. If the function is defined outside the class, can't access such information. So a friend can be declared. Friend is a keyword for friend function anywhere in the class declaration, and it can't be affected by access control keywords like private, public or protected. Okay, next question, what is function overloading? Function overloading and function overriding is very important concept in OOPS. So function overloading is a regular function, but it can perform different tasks. It allows the creation of several methods with the same name which differ from each other by the type of input and output of the particular function. For example, void add is a function in this int and amp and a and int and amp and b. This is the function overloading. Next question, what is operator overloading? Answer is, operator overloading is a function where different operators are applied and depends on the arguments. Okay, operators such as minus, plus, multiplication, means, asterisk can be used to pass through the function, and it has its own precedence to execution. Okay, next question, what is an abstract class? This is also very important question. An abstract class is a class which can't be instantiated. Creation of an object is not possible with an abstract class, but it can be inherited. Okay, an abstract class can contain only an abstract method. Java allows only abstract method in abstract class, while other languages allow non-abstract method as well. Next question, what is a ternary operator? Answer is, the ternary operator is said to be an operator which takes three arguments. Arguments and results are of different data types and it depends on the function. The ternary operator is also called a conditional operator. Okay. Next question, what is the use of finalize method? So finalize method helps to perform cleanup operations on the resources which are not currently used. And finalize method is protected and it's accessible only through this class or by a derived class. Okay. Next question, what are the different types of arguments? So a parameter is a variable used during the declaration of the function or subroutine, and arguments are passed to the function body and it should match with the parameter defined. There are two types of arguments. First one call by value and second one call by reference. In call by value, value passed will get modified only inside the function and it returns the same value whatever it's passed into the function. And in the concept of call by reference, value passed will get modified in both inside and outside the function and it returns the same or different value. Next question, what is the super keyword? Answer is, the super keyword is used to invoke or overridden method which overrides one of its superclass methods. Super keywords allows to access overridden methods and also to access hidden members of the superclass. It also forwards a call from a constructor to a constructor in the superclass. Next question, what is method overriding? Answer is, method overriding is a feature that allows a subclass to provide the implementation of a method that overrides in the main class. It will override the implementation in the superclass by providing the same method name, same parameter and same return type. Okay, so in the method overloading, it will override the implementation in the superclass by providing the same method name, same parameter and same return type. This focus on it. This is very important question. Next question, what is an interface? Okay, an interface is a collection of an abstract method. If the class implements an interface, it thereby inherits all the abstract method of an interface. And Java uses interface to implement multiple inheritance. Okay, Java does not support multiple inheritance, but multiple inheritance is possible in Java with the help of interface. Okay, next question, what is exception handling? Okay, so what is exception? Exception is a type of an error and is an event that occurs during the execution of a program. Exceptions can be of any type, maybe runtime exception, maybe error exceptions. Those exceptions are adequately handled through exception handling mechanism with the help of try, catch and throw keywords. Okay, so this is enough definition for exception handling. Okay guys, next question, what are tokens? This is very important question from compiler design. Okay, a compiler recognizes a token and it can't be broken down into component elements. So keywords, identifiers, constants, string literals and operators are examples of tokens. Even punctuation characters are also considered as tokens. For example, brackets, commas, braces and parentheses. Okay. Next question. What is the main difference between overloading and overriding? Okay. This is very important concept. Overloading is static binding, whereas overriding is dynamic binding. First difference is overloading is a static binding, whereas overriding is dynamic binding. And overloading is nothing but the same method with different argument. And it may or may not return the equal value in the same class itself. And at the other hand, overriding is the same method's name with the same argument and return types associated with the class and its child class. Okay. Next question. What is the main difference between a class and an object? Answer is, an object is an instance of a class. Object hold multiple information, but classes don't have any information. Definition of properties and functions can be done in class and can be used by the object. And a other difference between a class and an object is, a class can have subclasses while an object doesn't have sub-objects. Okay. Next question. What is an abstraction? Okay. Abstraction is a very useful feature of OOPS and it shows only the necessary details to the client of an object. Meaning it shows only required details for an object, not the inner constructors of an object. For example, when you want to switch on the television, it's not necessary to know the inner circuitry mechanism needed to switch on the TV. Okay, whatever is required to switch on TV will be shown by using an abstract class. Okay, so this is the example of abstraction. Next question, what are the access modifiers? Answer is, access modifiers determine the scope of the method or variables that can be accessed from other various objects or classes. There are 5 types of access modifier and they are, first one, private access modifier, second one, protected access modifier, third, public access modifier, next, friend access modifier and next one, protected friend modifier. Okay. Next question, what are sealed modifiers? Answer is, sealed modifiers are the access modifiers where the methods cannot inherit it. Sealed modifiers can also be applied to properties, events and methods. This modifier can't be used to static members. Okay. Next question. How can we call the base method without creating an instance? Answer is yes. It's possible to call the base method without creating an instance, and that method should be a static method. Okay. Doing inheritance from that class, use base keyword from a derived class. Okay. Next question. What is the difference between new and override? Answer is the new modifier instructs the compiler to use the new implementation instead of the base class function. Whereas override modifier has override the base class function. Okay. Next question. What are the various types of constructors? So answer is there are three types of constructors. First one, default constructor. Second one, parametric constructor, and third one, copy constructor. What is default constructor? So default constructor has no parameter. Parametric constructor has parameters and create a new instance of a class and also passing arguments simultaneously. Okay. And copy constructor is constructor which creates a new object as a copy of a particular existing object. Okay. Next question. What is early and late binding? This is very important question. Early binding refers to the assignment of values to variables during design time, whereas last binding refers to the assignment of values to variable during runtime. Okay. Next question. What is this pointer? Okay, so in the caps means in the uppercase this, this pointer refers to the current object of a class. This keyword is used as a pointer which differentiates between the current object with the global object. It refers to the current object. Okay. Next question. What is the difference between a structure and a class? Answer is the default access type of a structure is public, but class access type is private. Okay. A structure is used for grouping data, whereas a class can be used for grouping data and methods also. Structures are exclusively used for data and it doesn't require strict validation. But classes are used to encapsulate and inherent data, which requires strict validation. Okay. Next question. What is the default access modifier in a class? Answer is the default access modifier of a class is private by default. Okay. Next question. What is a pure virtual function? Answer is a pure virtual function is a function which can be overridden in the derived class but can't be defined. Okay. And a virtual function can be declared as pure by using the operator is equal to 0. For example, virtual void function 1 and followed by method. It's virtual function but it's not pure virtual function. Now next line, virtual void function 2 followed by a method sign is equal to 0. Okay. So this is a pure virtual function because here defines function to method is equal to 0. Okay. Next question. What are the operators that can't be overloaded? Answer is following are the operators that can't be overloaded. First one is scope resolution. Okay. This is the sign of scope resolution. Next one, member selection. It's represented with dot sign. And third one, member selection through a pointer to function, means dot followed by pointer asterisk sign. Okay. Next question. What is dynamic or runtime polymorphism? Answer is dynamic or runtime polymorphism is also known as method overriding, in which call to an overridden function is resolved during runtime, not at the compile time. It means having two or more methods with the same name, same signature, but with different implementation. Okay. Next question. Do we require a parameter for constructors? Answer is no. We don't require a parameter for constructors. Okay. Next question. What is a copy constructor? Answer is this is a special constructor for creating a new object as a copy of an existing object. There will always be only one copy constructor that can be either defined by the user or the system. Next question. What does the keyword virtual represented in the method definition? Answer is, it means we can override the method. Okay. Next question. Whether static method can use non-static members? No, it's false. Whether static method can't use non-static members. Okay. Next question. What are a base class, what are a subclass, and what is superclass? Answer is, the base class is the most generalized class and it's said to be a root class. Okay. Next one, subclass. Subclass is a class that inherits from one or more base classes. Next one, superclass. Superclass is the parent class from which another class inherits. Okay. Next question. What is a static and dynamic binding? Answer is, binding is nothing but the association of a name with the class. Okay. A static binding is a binding in which name can be associated with the class during compilation time, and it's also called as early binding. At the other hand, dynamic binding is a binding in which name can be associated with the class during execution time, and it's also called as late binding. Okay. Next question. How many instances can be created for an abstract class? Answer is, 0 instances will be created for an abstract class, and in other words, you can't create an instance of an abstract class. Okay. Next question. Which keyword can be used for overloading? Answer is, operator keyword is used for overloading. Next question. What is the default access specifier in a class definition? Answer is, private access specifier is used in a class definition. Next question. Which OOPS concept is used as a reuse mechanism? Answer is, inheritance is the OOPS concept that can be used as a reusability and a reuse mechanism. Okay. Next and last question of the session is, which OOPS concept exposes only the necessary information to the calling function? This is encapsulation. Encapsulation concept in OOPS exposes only the necessary information to the calling functions. Okay guys, now let's wind up the session. See you in the next session. If you want any help in any subject for any interview, let me know in comment section. Kindly please hit the like button if you like the video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos and press the bell icon also for latest updates of my channel. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.